You already grab the story or no?
Yep.
I just saw your text.
We are live.
I'm way behind.
Friday live session.
Friday.
It's the first of the month.
Wait, yeah. Got the checks coming in.
The checks and survived Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a crazy Halloween over in your neighborhood, right?
It's a lot. A lot of kids, a lot of people coming from other neighborhoods to hang out.
Trying to get that good candy.
I'm trying to go down to there's a gated community at the end of ours, so kids snuck in there somehow.
Oh,
And there was a haunted house, and we made it through the haunted house. You got to get like a handful of candy. So
nice.
JJ took advantage of that.
All right.
So down by Mike Burrish's house.
Oh, yeah.
Weatherman, chief meteorologist Mike Burrish. First alert weather. Check it. If you're in Jacksonville. Good afternoon. I'm Jim. This is Chris with the founders of Demons Behind Me, coming to you guys almost every Friday to share a story that somebody shared with us at demonsbehindme.com under the tab Resources Stories. Share your story and help someone. This is Jared's Demons Behind Me story. It looks like it's actually been shared through a news outlet as well. So I'm going to use his full name and all the details in here. He just shared that with us, I believe, last week. It's his Demons Behind Me story. It is what Demons Behind Me represents for him about moving forward, leaving the past behind. Demons Behind Me can mean different things to different people. So we like to share a variety of stories. There's somebody probably going through something similar that Jared went through. They don't know how they're going to make it through. But Jared's going to show them one way that they can make it through, and it's going to bring them hope. And that's our objection, or objective, and that's our intention every Friday when we share these stories. So, we'll dive in a second.
Yeah, I gotta do something with this hat. It looks like it's like way crooked on me. It's driving me nuts.
It's a crooked hat.
Well, you know, when you see yourself in the base like a mirror there, it's,
Yeah.
I was like, kept playing with it there. People don't think I got like a nervous twitch. I'm like,
That's okay.
put it on backwards for now. Maybe I sat on it or laid on it or something. Using the truck.
That's good.
Who's laying in the
Maybe your eyes are crooked.
It could be. Maybe my glasses are crooked. Maybe that's what it was. I was trying to make it even with the cross and frame and glasses.
Yeah. If you guys are joining us, if you have any questions, comments, hit us up. We're keeping an eye on the comments throughout our discussion today. We're usually on here for about 20 minutes or so. Hopefully everybody had a safe and happy Halloween. Man, I saw a lot of pictures. If you guys don't follow Matt Bradley from Deadliest Catch, follow him, man. He posts a lot of great stuff, but you can see him out trick-or-treating with his grandkids, rocking some Demons Behind Me, rocking the torch flannel.
Oh, nice.
And then the orange outline, big DVM, so look good. But yeah, give his page a follow. He's got a lot of great stuff, along with some content for us. So check that out. Yeah, he's good for us.
Yeah, he's got a great story. You know, he went through an addiction problem. I think it was opioids, if I remember right. Really bad there. So if you've never read his story or heard his story, check him out. Follow him on Facebook and Instagram. And he's very open about it. So you can go through his timeline, and he literally shows pictures of him whenever he was really young and had real skinny and fragile looking, and even I think some jail pictures, even where he was arrested at one point, and where he's at now and where he's how long he's been clean and sober. So great story there. We reached out to him many years ago, and he wears our stuff even on the TV show Deadliest Catch. Discovery Channel reached out to us, made sure it was okay. They didn't blur the logo, and we didn't want any additional funding for him wearing it. We're like, nah, man, let him sport it. So it's very cool. Every now and then we'll get people messages like, man, I just saw your shirt on Deadliest Catch. And even some of the other guys that are on that show actually even wear this stuff as well. We've seen some of the Matt grabs and stuff, and for those guys as well every now and then. So it's Matt.
Good show. Good show. Good dude. We should probably figure out how to get him to stream live with us.
Yeah, let him tell his story. That'd be actually really cool to do.
Could be.
Man, look at us coming up with ideas.
We're learning. We got to figure out how do you get somebody else through the internet to stream in here with us. So we're still figuring that stuff out. But we're going to share a story. It's a new month. So that means a lot of things. One, it's a new month. You weren't happy with how things were last month. You're not happy with your whole life up until today. New months, new week, new hour. It's a good opportunity to start fresh. Yesterday's behind you, move forward today. I say that at the end of every show, but what a perfect opportunity. You don't have to wait to the new year. You don't have to wait to the new millennia. It's a new month. It's November 1st. Put last month behind you, move forward today. Also with that, we have some new products, some new limited edition hats. That's what you're seeing here. For the ladies, we have, basically, we're going to call that the Gypsy logo. It's a logo that is from our awesome Gypsy racerback or tank top that is done extremely well. So we have that available both in a relaxed fit dad cap and then also the ponytail cap. So those are all going to be, everything here is going to be available later today. So as soon as I get off of this live feed, we're going to jump on and make all these hats available. I just got done with all the photography on the other side of the screen. But that is the ponytail cap. And then we have...
Weird. Sorry.
That's weird.
Yeah, weird. Sorry.
Then we have our electric head logo that does extremely well for us. So we're going to put that in 4 different variations. So we have the golden lightning bolts here for these 3. And then we're going to do one that's kind of more of a monochromatic, grays and silvers and blacks as well for the people that really want something neutral like me. And then we're going to launch this neon orange or bright orange circle logo on a charcoal cap. So these will be available this afternoon. They will be available for the month of November. And that is it. If they do really well, maybe they stick around. Otherwise, they're going to be extremely limited edition like most of our products. But again, if you want one, jump on. They'll be up later today. I'm going to shoot an email blast to our followers this afternoon, tomorrow morning as well. And then as we get closer to the middle of November, we're going to start to get into some Christmas holiday type stuff. So that limited stuff will be available in a couple weeks. Keep your eye out for that as well. A lot of cool stuff coming.
Yeah, most definitely. This one here, like Jim was saying, it actually goes really well with the Electric Head men's t-shirt. We also offer an Electric Head zip-up hoodie. It's the same color pattern. A pullover hoodie in it, which is the same color pattern. And then actually even a ladies crop top hoodie. Crop top hoodie is something new that we've done. We started it last year. Didn't do a whole lot of advertisement for it, but man, when we took that thing to louder in life, and I put it on a mannequin and stuck it out front, it was literally our best-selling shirt for the ladies there. I didn't know if those things would move or not, but they went quick. So all that stuff is in stock right now, all the hoodies. So if you like to match your hat with your shirts, then that's a great one to go with. But these other ones are also very cool. And they'll match different ones, like this one right here would actually go good with the toxic that I got on right now. So I should say.
And then there's also the Electric Head shop shirt.
Oh yeah, forgot about that guy.
So a lot of cool stuff. I like to synchronize my outfits. I like my colors to match. I like my designs to match a little bit. So I feel like a lot of you guys and gals do as well. So that's what we try to put out there for you guys. So we're going to dive into the story. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit us up in the comments. And then we'll touch on some other news after. So this is Jared McCord's story. Jared shared this with us at demonsbehindme.com. Under the resources tab, share your story, help someone. My name is Jared McCord. I began my law enforcement career in 1995 with the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office. In 2013, I thought I was done with law enforcement and left. However, the call of duty was still strong. I joined the University Police Department at Oklahoma Baptist University, where I worked until 2016 before moving to the Oklahoma Department of Corrections. I was then promoted to captain at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center. After almost 30 years in law enforcement, I witnessed many traumatic events, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic and the fentanyl crisis, which resulted in numerous overdoses at MBCC, or that was the Mabel Bassett Correctional Center, MBCC. Despite all this, I never sought help. I've seen things that no one should ever have to see, everything from the bodies of infants to elderly individuals and instances of rape and severe violence. Eventually, I received 2 write-ups in quick succession, which led to my demotion to sergeant. These write-ups were for minor mistakes, but my state of mind was far from clear. It's confusing when you aren't thinking straight, but think you are. You don't understand what's happening around you. My wife would tell me about conversations we had that lasted 30 minutes to an hour, and I wouldn't remember a single word. She said we were both talking during the conversation, but I do not remember any of it. My mind was overwhelmed with work, bills, family, and life in general, and I never took a moment to slow down. It all hit me at once, and I finally reached out for help. After months of hard work, determination, and extensive therapy, I reclaimed my life. I informed my warden that I wanted to return to the ODOC. Unfortunately, I was not allowed to return to work in uniform, but I was able to become the activities officer for MBCC, although with a significant pay cut. My goal was to show the staff, officers, inmates, and even myself that anything is possible with effort and support. It's okay to not be okay and to ask for help. It took me 30 years to understand that. I am now a living testament to the importance of asking for help and being there for others when they need it. Since reaching out for help, my life has transformed. I realized I had taken my family for granted and had not spent quality time with them. Throughout my career, I received numerous awards, including life-saving awards and Supervisor of the Year, and I thought I understood what it meant to care and show passion or compassion. But I didn't truly grasp the meaning of these words until I needed empathy myself. Over the past 6 months, I've learned the true value of empathy. I began to think about my colleagues. Many of them must feel the same way I did, but might be afraid to admit it. Diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, anxiety, and depression, I no longer take anything for granted. I cherish every moment with my family, friends, and work. I realize that many inmates at MBCC are like me. They need help but don't know how to ask for it. I decided to be an example for everyone in my life, coworkers, family, and myself. Saying you'll help is one thing, but taking action is another. I want to share my story with everyone. I know I'm not the only one who has seen the dark side of life and kept it inside because I was a police officer and a corrections officer. I thought I had to be tough to be a man, but in reality, I'm human like everyone else. It's okay to break down, to get mad, to get sad, and get happy. Don't hold it in, talk to someone. If you take anything from this, let it be this. It's okay to not be okay. Ask for help. Jared McCord is currently the activities officer at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center in McLeod, and he experienced a tough time a few years ago. He found a way through darkness, and he wanted to share his story and truth with others so they know that they are not alone. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jared. Man, that hits home. That's why Demons Behind Me exists. We exist because there's a lot of bad stuff in this world, and there's a lot of terrible things that happen to people, and people witness a lot of terrible things. We all go through this together, but a lot of people choose to hold it in like you used to, and it's just not healthy. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to talk about bad stuff. There's no stigma around it. So really, really awesome. Oh, there he is, man. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate you. Glad you got on short notice, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Jared, thanks for sharing your story. Jared's probably, I would assume, my age or older. I'm 45, 46. I don't remember what age I am anymore. But anyways, I remember, growing up, with my dad and, talking to my dad over the years, the older generation, that are even older than what we are, they just, as a male, you weren't supposed to, share your feelings. You weren't supposed to, let somebody know when you were, feeling sad or upset or something was bothering you. It just wasn't manly to do that. And, we're starting to see how that's affected, people over the years, and as we get older, when it comes to, like police officers, military, firefighters, anybody that's done anything, to help others whenever it's been in a critical situation, EMTs. And that's starting to change, and it's starting to get better. But like Jim said, that's one of the reasons why we created Demons Behind Me, because we want people to have a platform to share their story. We want you to wear the brand and somebody to come up and ask you, hey, what's that about? And it's like, hey, it's about, putting my past behind me and moving forward and being open to the conversation that may come from wearing a shirt or wearing a hat or whatever you may have on that may have the Demons Behind Me mantra on it. So it's definitely tough. We read a lot of these stories with the PTSD from like I said, from anywhere from military to firefighters, to police officers, and even the civilians. I mean, people go through some very traumatic stuff as children. You see things you shouldn't see, and it sticks with you, and it haunts you to a certain extent. But one thing we gotta learn to do is to get the right counseling, right therapy in place. Just talking with family members, loved ones, friends, all that. When you start doing that, it starts opening a door that you didn't know that could be open, and it starts relieving a little bit of that weight that's on your shoulders. Each and every time you talk about it. The more you talk about it, the more open you are to talk about it, the more you're going to start to see, a change in the way you act and the way you feel about certain things or whatever you've gone through.
Yeah, it's a practice. Even sharing and seeking help, that takes practice, and it's okay to not be good at it, and it's okay to just start it a little bit at a time. That may even be just talking to somebody that you trust, like, hey, this is kind of like, this is how I'm feeling. Do you ever feel that way? No, okay, maybe that leads to the next level of help. So.
And the other thing I think that's important as well, and I know we've hit on this a couple times, Jim, I know you've said this a few times, you may not get in front of the right person the first time you try to open up, especially when it comes to like a therapist or a counselor or so forth. They might not be the person that's right for you, but you can't give up on learning and going through that process. If that person's not right for you after a couple of sit-down sessions or group therapy or whatever it may be, you find a different counselor, find a different group. There's so many different things out there. Eventually, one of them you're going to connect with. And it may not, even if it's a group setting, you may not exactly connect with the group counselor, but there may be somebody in that group that you connect with. That you feel comfortable speaking with, that you realize, hey, this guy or this girl's went through something similar to me, and it's somebody you could open up to and start sharing, and then hopefully relieving some of that burden that you're carrying, inside.
Yeah, you can. I've heard so many times that therapy's not for me. Therapy's not for me. It didn't work. Okay. Well, maybe you rephrase that therapist was not a good fit for me. Therapy's a great thing. That therapist might not have been a good fit, so try another therapist.
Right.
Because it can work, and you may end up helping each other. So don't give up. Keep moving forward. Ask for help. Just like Jared said, man, it's okay to not be okay. 100%. We've all been there. Every single person in this world, and we do not get through this life alone. Know that. God did not create people to get through this life alone. He meant for us to be in relationships, talk to people, share with what's going on, get the support from others. Just like Jared did. Jared shared his story because there's somebody going through something similar. They don't know how they're going to make it through. Our hope and our intention and our belief is that Jared's story will give somebody the hope that they need to start to seek help. So really, really awesome. Jared, we're going to shoot you a $25 gift card at demonsbehindme.com because we chose to share your story on our live feed. All of our stories can be found at demonsbehindme.com or the resources tab. Share your story, help someone. There's a blog there. Everything is there for you guys to read. And then we share these videos, obviously, on our social media channels and then on YouTube channel. YouTube.com/demonsbehindme as well. So we'll shoot you that. Jared, thank you so much. Glad that you got to get on here and comment live with us as well. Really, really appreciate you and appreciate you joining us. That's really, really awesome. New hats are going up today, this afternoon.
Yeah, we have also a new hoodie for the ladies. It's going up today. Where's that thing at? Did we bring it in here?
I did not bring it in.
I brought it down. Hold on.
Oh, and a ladies hoodie.
Slight interruption here. I could try it on, but it didn't look good on me.
Alright, so a ladies cut, zip up.
Yeah, so first time we've ever done a ladies cut zip up hoodie. It's actually got the same logo as the hat that we showed you guys. And then one of our best selling shirts right now on the ladies side is the Gypsy. So go that way, there you go.
Yeah, we call it the Gypsy.
Yeah, we call it the Gypsy.
Look.
It's got a, gypsies are free wandering spirits that don't hold on to anything. They just go with it, go with the flow. They don't know where they're going to go. They don't know what day-to-day things are going to bring to them. So that's not a bad way to be. So yeah, that'll be up today.
Yep.
Also, so those are going. So if you guys know anybody that may want one of those, be on the lookout for those on online. Great Christmas presents. Christmas is around the corner, so keep your eye out for new products. We got a bunch of new stuff coming. Still waiting on a few things to come in. So we got some backpacks. Yeah, I got some backpacks coming in. Got some new in the works, some new long sleeve shop shirts. Winter's here, so we got to do some new. So we're rocking out with a new color on one. We're going to keep one color in stock, but we're going to change one out there a little bit too. And then we may have a new T-shirt in the works, I think, as well, that we're trying to put the finishing touches on.
A lot of stuff going on. We appreciate you all chiming in with us on a Friday. We will see you guys next Friday. All this gear will be up shortly. If you're not on our email list, make sure you get onto it. That's basically how we announce all of our new products. So these will all be up shortly. Jared, again, thank you. If you have a Demons Behind Me story, go to demonsbehindme.com or the resources, stories tab, share your story, help someone. Your story could save somebody's life. Legitimate, no doubt. We've heard it multiple times how these stories have saved people's lives. So keep sharing, share this post, share your story.
Last thing I got is Super Tuesday. It's coming up. Get out there and vote.
Yeah, if you haven't voted yet, do it.
Yeah, get out there, vote. It's your right. A lot of people don't get that right in different countries. And if you don't vote, you can't complain. So you keep your negative comments to yourself if you're not voting for somebody.
Yeah. Go vote, Cliff.
Yeah, go vote, Cliff.
We miss you, buddy.
And then I guess the only other thing I was going to say is go for a walk today. Walk off that candy. I know I need to. We only had one trick-or-treater come to our house all night long, and the dogs scared them away. We couldn't get the dogs to quit barking to open the door. So now I got to eat all that candy at the house. Dang it.
Eat your candy, work it off. It's a new month, guys. October's behind you. Move forward today.
That's it. Rock on, guys. Have a good weekend.
See ya.